Mercury retrograde isn't here to ruin your life. It's actually here to reveal what's misaligned in your life at the moment. Hi, I'm Brianna, the Amethyst Butterfly, and I'm so glad you're here. You can either pick a pile and see what message resonates for you, what's picking up for you during this Mercury retrograde, or you can watch the entire thing as a whole collective message. However you choose to watch this video, you're going to get the exact message that you're meant to get. We have 5 piles. They will be at the bottom of this screen, but I'm going to read off for you what these piles are. Pile number 1 is this purple butterfly, and it is communication and misunderstandings. Pile number 2 is this pyramid, and it is past connections and returning energy. Pile number 3 is this half circle with the tiger's eye in the middle, as well as other stones like red jasper, carnelian, Caribbean calcite. All kinds of different stones are in here. Okay, and that is delays and divine redirection. Pile number 4 is the B, and that is mental clarity and inner confusion. And then last but not least is pile number 5, closure and cycles ending, is the dragonfly. Now, again, like I said, you can watch 1 pile, you can watch 2 piles, you can watch as many piles as you want, or you can watch the entire thing. Each pile is a different section of the Mercury retrograde that would normally pop up for us, that would normally have misalignments for us. Okay, so let's jump right in. The timestamps will be in the description box if you are choosing a pile, and you can go straight to that reading if you want to, or stick around and watch the entire thing. Hello, pile number 1. This is the pile that chose the purple butterfly. This is your pile. This is communication and misunderstandings. I did pull some cards as like a little beginner message before asking the questions that need to be asked. So let's just jump right into it. So the card that came out for you guys is the Wizard of Awareness. Okay, now I feel like for this card, I feel like you are aware that communication and misunderstandings are happening for you. This is something that you know happens with Mercury retrograde, and you're just aware of your surroundings, and you're aware of the conversations that you're having within Mercury retrograde. You are aware. You know. Now, I feel like maybe the reading is going to pull out. Like, I feel like the questions that I asked are kind of like more centered towards you, because this is a reading for you. But I have a feeling that the reading that is about to come out is not so much more like about you. I feel like it's more just like as a whole, and like there's someone that might not be communicating properly, and not that you're really having a hard time misunderstanding them. It's more like they are misunderstanding you, and that's just how the conversation is going. I digress. But the number on the top of the card is number 3, and then your angel number, you can't make this up. Your angel number is 333. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that for you. 3s are very potent for you. If you are watching this entire thing, or if you are just picking this pile, 3s are important to you. Now, I'm going to read what the card says. The big word is potential. 333 is potential. But your chance to reach your highest of potentials is here. Perseverance has gotten you where you are. You have been through so much, and this guidance is here to show you that you are exactly where you need to be. The affirmation is, my potential is infinite. I use my strength as my ally to pursue my highest good. And I feel like that directly correlates to like this is more an energy of someone is either A, misunderstanding you, or they're misunderstanding the situation and they are reacting off of that. Okay. So threes are important. 333, 3333, 33, 3 by itself. But I feel like that's just how things are going. Okay, so let's just jump right in with the questions. What message is being misunderstood or misinterpreted right now? Oof, we have the devil coming out. Okay, now with this, I feel like, honestly, I feel like whatever this situation is, whoever this person is, because again, like how I was saying, like it doesn't necessarily feel like you, it feels like an external person. I feel like this person is almost, I don't know, like they want to misunderstand you. Like they don't want to understand you at all. And I feel like there's this, like, I don't know, it definitely feels very ego. Like I feel like you touch their ego in a way that no one has done before. Like you, I don't know, you intimidate whoever this is. You intimidate them as a person. Not that you're trying to, but it's just what naturally kind of happens. You're just being yourself. And I feel like you, in a way, keep them chained to their old life because they're like, well, why is this person this good at what they do? And I feel like that keeps them tied to their old life. That keeps them tied to their ego. And it's like, I don't know, they're just like, I don't know, like they want to misunderstand you. Like they don't want to understand you at all. And it's almost like it's almost like they're addicted to it. It's like they get high off of it. They like it. They like fighting with you. They like trying to knock you down a peg. And I feel like that's honestly what they're doing. Let's see what else we can get, because this energy feels icky. I feel like they prey on your generosity. I feel like they prey on your generosity. You are someone who gives and gives and gives and gives and gives. And I am getting chills right now. You give and give and give and give and give. And they take and take and take and take and take and take. And it's like, when are you going to show reciprocation? They don't want to show reciprocation. They just want to take from you. They want what's yours. They want the attention that you get. They want the love that you get. They want the opportunities that you get. They want, and I don't want to go like super like dark here, but it's almost like they want your life. Anything else on this question? No. Okay, next question for communication and misunderstandings. Where are you holding back your truth instead of expressing it clearly? Queen of Cups in reverse. This, right on the money, okay? Right on the money. You give too much, and you're a people pleaser, and I don't want to say you're scared to speak your mind, but there's insecurity with speaking your mind because it's not the way that you grew up. You grew up biting your tongue. Honestly, what I'm getting is you're the black sheep of the family, and you grew up in a family where people bite their tongue and they don't tell people that they're wrong. And if you're an elder, you're right at all times and you're never wrong and blah, blah, blah. And now you're stepping into this energy where you're kind of coming out of that people pleaser energy. And I feel like you're starting to do it, but there are still moments where you kind of recede is what I meant, recede back into that life where you are a people pleaser and you struggle to tell people like, hey, I don't kind of like, and I just saw 1122. And I don't know, like, I feel like you kind of like recede back into that life, that people pleaser life. But then there's also moments where you're like, you stand up for what you believe in and you speak your mind. But I feel like with this situation, I feel like you just, I don't know, I'm getting this vibe of like you just want to be left the fuck alone. Like you want to be left alone. And like people don't leave you alone. They just have to pick at you all the time. And like I feel like there's like you go back and forth between like you are a little insecure about speaking your mind because it's just something that you're not, like, that's not normalized for you really, and you're learning how to do that. But then there's parts of you where it's like, no, like I'm not okay with this, and I'm gonna let you know that I'm not okay with this, you know. And I just saw 1221, so a mirrored number 1221. Okay, anything else for this question? I feel like, yeah, the Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Like it's quite literally what I was saying. Like you are like balancing kind of between the two. Like you are in limbo when it comes to speaking your mind. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're scared to, sometimes you are fearless. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile number 1. If you are going to any other piles, I will see you there. If this is where you leave me, I'm sending you so much love, light, and healing if you accept it. And I hope you have a great day or night whenever it is that you are watching this. Hello, pile number 2, and I just saw 1331. So another mirrored number. And if you are someone that came from pile number 1, mirrored numbers you must be seeing all the time. Anyways, this is pile number 2. This is the pile that chose the pyramid. So let's get into it. This is past connections and returning energy. And the card that came out for you is Field of Dreams. Okay, so I feel like there's this energy. I don't know. Honestly, what I'm getting from this, it just feels kind of nostalgic. It's giving a nostalgia vibe, which, hello, past connections, returning energy. There is nostalgia there, right? But I honestly kind of want to say that I feel like this might be something that stems from childhood, just because of the fact that these pretty little fairies are sitting on top of maybe dinosaur eggs. I don't know. It just feels very childlike, and so I feel like this is something that stems from childhood. Okay, and your angel number that has come out is 1919, which is transformation. So the card says it is asked that you take notice that you hold within your hands the power to change your life. Within this realization, you will feel your sense of purpose and your connection to new beginnings. The affirmation on the card says, I release what I no longer need to carry, and I open myself to transformative energy of the divine. Now, that feels very on point for the fact that this is past connections and returning energy. And a lot of the time we don't like to revisit those things, right? Like we don't want to revisit conversations that we've had. We don't want to revisit people that we have left that we don't want in our life anymore. But I feel like there's just another cycle coming right back around where you are needing to kind of like put the final nail in the coffin is what I'm hearing. Like, I feel like you don't want this energy. You do not want this person around. You don't want whatever this is. You don't want this energy. You are fucking done with this energy. Let's get into it. What unfinished emotional cycle is trying to resurface for closure? And let's see what we get. Oh, 2 cards came out at the exact same time. I love when that happens. We have the 10 of Wands and we have the Magician. Okay. Now, I feel like with this energy here, the unfinished emotional cycle, like whatever this is a burden on your life. Whoever this is, whatever this energy is a burden on your life. Quite literally what I was saying, like finito. Wanting to be done. Like this, you do not want this energy in your life anymore. And it's because this is a burden on your life. There is an emotional attachment. Like you're literally carrying this on your, like you're carrying it and it's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. Okay. And I feel like you are someone who naturally like manifests everything that they want. Like you are a natural manifester and someone who quite literally can create the life that you want, but whatever this energy is holds you back because that energy is not ready to let go of you anymore. Like they don't want to let go of you. And I feel like this energy consistently comes back around. And I'm hearing, I think it's Justin Timberlake. I don't know what the song is. I think it's Justin Timberlake. Anyway, it's the song that goes, what goes around comes back around. I thought I told ya. Hey, yay. What goes around comes back around. This energy just continues to cycle over and over and over and over and over again. And I feel like this is not your cycle. I feel like you closed out your part of the cycle. This energy did not close out its side of the cycle. So it keeps popping up for you. And I feel like there's this energy of like feeling like you need to continue to do things, but I don't feel like you need to do anything because it's not yours. Does that make sense? All right. Second question. What lesson did you not fully integrate the first time around? I literally have that song still playing in my head. What goes around comes back around. Ace of Cups. Honestly, I feel like with this card coming out, the lesson that you didn't fully integrate the first time around, I feel like intuition was a big thing. I feel like there was probably somewhere along the line some kind of intuitive nudge of like, what am I getting myself into? And you didn't listen to it. But I do feel like, okay, maybe you didn't listen with this particular situation, but I feel like you slowly are learning that like you must trust your intuition. The minute you catch a red flag, I feel like you do have this. And if you don't have this, you're very close to having this. But like, I feel like with this particular situation, you did not trust your intuition the first time. And now you're realizing, probably should have paid attention to that. Probably should have recognized all the red flags. But I think now moving on in the future with other situations and other people, you know now to trust your intuition the very first thing that you get. And I feel like again, like if you don't have this, if you're not getting that, and if you did not figure that out yet, like then you are slowly figuring that out and maybe you haven't fully integrated it yet. But yeah. Anything else? I've got the Chariot in reverse. I feel like, yeah, like I feel like you didn't trust your intuition the first time, and then like basically it was forced. But I don't feel like it was necessarily forced on your end. I just feel like it was a very forceful situation of like, you, like, spirit is giving me the image of, you know, two different pathways. Like I feel like it was forced of like, okay, I'm giving you this information, you have the choice to make, and whichever side you are putting a foot towards. So if you're stepping towards the left of like not trusting your intuition, or if you're stepping towards the right to trust your intuition, I feel like you were pushed. If you even had like the slightest of, I'm going this way instead of the other way, universe force pushed you in that direction. I feel like it was instant. Like I feel like there was no like backing back. There was no backtracking. Like once you put movement towards one way, spirit was like, psh, nope, that's your choice. You made that choice, you're going. That's honestly what I'm feeling. I feel like you had no choice to make a decision. Well, you obviously had a choice to make a decision. You had the choice to make the decision. But once you even slightly thought that you were going one way over the other, then you had no choice, because it was like, all right, now all these things need to happen. You made this choice, now all of these things are happening. Instead of making this choice and like whatever happens over here happens over here. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. If you chose another pile, I will see you there. If this is where you leave me, I am sending you so much love, light, and healing if you accept it. And I hope you have a great day or night, whenever it is that you are watching this. Hello, pile number 3. This is the pile that chose the semicircle with all the stones in it. Let's see what you got. This is pile number 3, which is delays and divine redirection. So your first card is Dragon's Lair. Now, I feel like... okay, so what I'm getting from this is that I feel like you, whatever this is, I feel like you charged first. Honestly, you might be someone who is watching all of them, because this feels very to the end of pile number 2. I'm getting chills as I'm saying that. I feel like you're someone, I feel like whoever you are, and I'm going to pull it back to pile number 2, like what I said towards the end. I feel like you, pile number 2, and if you did not choose pile number 2 and you are resonating with this, go watch pile number 2. I feel like there was a path, one way or the other. One way or the other, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you one way. Okay. I feel like that has so many meanings. But I'm gonna leave it up to you to make those interpretations. Chills. Okay. I feel like you had one way or another, a path. And the minute that you chose one path, which I feel like you did, because I feel like you went straight to the dragon's lair. I feel like you went straight to the dragon's den, the lion den, and you're facing these dragons. You're facing these lions. Okay, I feel like you're facing this interesting energy. Okay. And I don't feel like it's necessarily like a great energy. Like I feel like you chose a path that led you to so many lessons that you had to learn. Okay. And if you're from pile number 2, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to know what I'm talking about, go to pile number 2. Okay. I feel like you inched towards one way, towards a person that was not so great for you, that you did not trust your intuition on, and you went straight into the dragon's lair, and you had to deal with lots of dragons, lots of lessons, lots of not so great energy. I feel like you dealt with a lot. Okay. So I feel like this energy, like whatever, like this, I don't know. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it, what it means. Your angel number is 1313. Clarity. As the storm passes, the clarity is felt faster than lightning is seen against a dark sky. The divine is reminding you that clarity is readily available. All you have to do is ask. You have weathered the storm. What did I just say? You dealt with a lot. You weathered the storm. And now the sky is clearing. The affirmation on the card says, loving energy surrounds me, and I trust that clarity is the clarity I feel is the answer I need. Okay. Let's get into it because this energy is very interesting. What is currently being slowed down or delayed in your life? And honestly, this could be past tense for you. Ooh, okay, Ace of Pentacles. What is being slowed down or delayed? I feel like, honestly, your abundance, because I feel like I'm trying to, be, each pile be different, but like it's not different. Like I feel like there's one person that's going to, at least one person, maybe multiple of you, but I feel like there's at least one person that's going to resonate with every single thing, and like it just keeps popping up into my head. But I feel like like the connection with whatever pile number 2 was, like that connection, I feel like has led you astray, and until that energy is fully completed, like it is not around you anymore. And again, I don't feel like this has anything to do with you. I feel like it's the other person or whatever the energy is, okay? Until that happens, I feel like there's going to be a delay in abundance, and that abundance can mean many different things for you. It could be financial abundance. It could be, physical type of abundance where you're like getting lots of things. It could be abundance in relationships. I feel like nothing is going to work until that energy is completely cleared out. And again, I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's this other energy that is lingering and you can't do anything about it. Like I feel like you're literally at the mercy of whatever this is. Okay? And that sucks, and I'm sorry, and it's just like the way that I feel this energy coming through. It just feels like like I don't know, it just feels icky. It feels icky, and it feels like nothing is gonna work out until this energy is closed out. And I don't know how you could even get that to happen. I mean, unless you revisit a conversation and just like have a conversation, or like if they try to have a conversation with you. I don't know, but I don't feel like things are fully going to work out to their fullest extent until this energy is completely gone. I don't know. Like that's just what I'm feeling. It feels heavy. Whatever it is feels heavy. I'm going to pick that up. 7 of Cups in reverse. I feel like this delay because of this person or energy is just one giant distraction. And maybe, honestly, maybe that's how you allow the energy to stop. I mean, I don't know how this is going to resonate for you, if this is resonating in the way that I'm saying it, but like, I don't know, not allowing that energy to affect you might be the way, because it just all it feels like a distraction. It feels like it's blocking you from what you want. What is this pause protecting you from, though? 2 of Wands. I feel like it's I feel like it's protecting you from taking risks. Like, I feel like you're not taking leaps of faith, because it's like when you took a leap of faith, if you're someone who is watching all of them and you really resonated with pile number 2, like, I feel like if you resonate with pile number 2, you took a big risk, take big leap of faith with this connection, and I honestly want to say bit you in the ass. But I don't know. Like, it just feels like you maybe not necessarily bit you in the ass, because you learned a lot of lessons from it. But what I feel like, maybe you feel that way. Maybe you feel like, God dang it, why didn't I listen to my intuition the first time? You know, like, it just feels, I don't know, it just feels like you're maybe you blame yourself a little bit. And maybe you just feel, I don't know, stuck. But anything else? Ooh, okay. Another one fell. And we have the Death in reverse. Now, if you are someone who does not understand tarot, the Death card does not mean literal death, okay? And if you are someone who is watching all of them, 3333 just popped up on my screen. And if you know, you know, because that's from pile number 1. Okay. But I feel like, you know, there's this pause, or this pause is protecting you from taking risks, but you also have a fear of change. There's this, you're scared to repeat the same negative patterns that has happened before. I think honestly what it all boils down to is that you're nervous to even attempt to try again, or to even go for your abundance, because you're nervous that things are going to repeat, that you're going to find the same cycle over and over and over again. And you're probably beating yourself up of like, well, why do I keep attracting this? But I think this is something that you have to sit with. And again, I don't think this is necessarily like your energy, if that makes sense. Like, not that like this is, obviously this is your energy, it's your reading, but I feel like this Mercury retrograde energy of like the returning energy and the pauses and the delays, confirmation burp, but I feel like it's all someone else's energy, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. If you picked another pile, I will see you there. And if not, if this is where you are leaving me, I am sending you so much love, light, and healing if you accept it. And I hope you have a great day or night whenever it is that you are watching this. Hello, pile number 4. This is the pile that chose the sparkly bee. Okay, so this is the pile for mental clarity and inner confusion. Let's see what card you got. We have Ride the Wave. Now, I feel like, excuse you. Thank you. I feel like for you, this card, like, I feel like, yeah, you've probably got some confusion going on. There's probably a lot going on mentally within this Mercury retrograde. Excuse you. Mercury retrograde time frame. My cat is being very playful and noisy, so that could be something for you. It could be a sign, a synchronicity. But I feel like, honestly, I just feel like you're supposed to just ride the wave. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's nothing that you can do other than do that. Like, I feel like just acknowledging the, energy and just doing what needs to be done and just ride the wave. I don't know what else to say. Like, it just, like, I just feel like there's not much you can do. You just go with the flow, right? Your angel number is 000. Guidance. You have full support of the divine. The guidance you are seeking is here, and your life is moving in the right direction. This is the start of a new beginning where one cycle ends and a new one begins. I don't find that ironic at all that the very next pile is closure and cycles ending. So, cycle ends. The affirmation on the card is, I trust in the magic of new beginnings. I feel the support and guidance that is all around me. Yeah, I just feel like there's this energy here of like you just allowing what happens and not forcing anything and just kind of, again, going with the flow, riding the wave. All right. What thought pattern is clouding your clarity right now? I love when they shoot out like that. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Honestly, I feel like the thought pattern is like maybe feeling like you don't deserve anything better than you already get or have had in the past. Like I just feel like there's a, excuse you. I feel like there's a lot of, you know, maybe disappointment that things haven't been better. Oh, she's getting into a lot today. I just feel like you're disappointed and unhappy in the way that things have gone. And I do feel like there's this energy here of like, you know, not feeling like you deserve better. That this is the energy that you deserve. And I think that thought pattern is kind of keeping you stuck. Anything else? Oop. But I feel like you're ready for new beginnings. I feel like you're ready to, I feel like internally and like, I feel like your spirit knows that you deserve better and that you deserve new beginnings and that you deserve the best of the best. I feel like your spirit knows that, but I feel like there's almost like your ego is holding you back because it's like, no, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve that. I deserve what I'm being given at the moment. And I feel like that's keeping you stuck. I feel like it's clouding your better judgment. Where are you confusing fear with intuition? We've got the 6 of Pentacles coming out again. If you were on a past pile, this came out. Honestly, I feel like it was pile number 1. I think I'm hearing wind chimes. I feel like with this 6 of Pentacles, I feel like you're a natural giver. And honestly, I feel like you're a people pleaser sometimes too. Like not wanting to rock the boat is what I'm hearing. And I feel like when you're in that energy, I feel like there's an energy here of like being fearful of losing people in your life because you don't want to give or you don't want to like people please all the time. And I feel like there's this energy of here of like feeling like maybe you won't have anybody if you don't people please, if that makes sense. And then the 8 of Swords in reverse came out as I was talking and stuff. Hello. And I feel like there's this energy here where you want to be free of that. You want to not have to people please. You want to be able to just, you know, live life the way that you want to live life and not feel like you're scared to lose people or, you know, scared to repeat the same cycles. pile number 4, that is what I have for you. If you are going to another pile, I will see you there. And if this is where you leave me, I am sending you so much love, light, and healing if you accept it. And I hope you have a great day or night whenever it is that you are watching this. Hello, pile number 5. This is the pile that chose the dragonfly. This pile is closure and cycles ending. Starting off with Spirit of Place. And honestly, I don't know. I just feel like looking at her, she's just waiting for something new. She's waiting for new growth. It looks like she's staring at that leaf, and she looks like she's just waiting for something new. She's excited for something new. And the angel number that you have, not coincidental enough, I look up and I see 111. Your angel number is 1111. 1111, intuition. Trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know that it is guiding you. Listen in. What is it saying? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? See it. Close your eyes and allow. Trust the path that you are on. Your affirmation is, my intuition speaks to me and I listen. I trust that all things are happening for a purpose. And I feel like this is a great way to close out this reading. Like, I feel like you are trusting in the magic. You're trusting in the situations that you've been in. You're trusting in all the junk and gunk and lessons and yada, yada, yada. You're trusting in all that. You're trusting that it's led you to where you are, and you are continuing to believe that. And there are more things that are going to continue to happen in your life. And I just feel like you truly believe in the magic of the universe, and you truly believe that everything that you go through, that you're meant to go through. And that's a beautiful energy for this reading, for this pile. What version of you is being asked to evolve or release? The Death card. Transformation. You're ready for change. You're ready to let go of any and everything that is no longer serving you, specifically probably this energy that has attached itself to you. And if you are not from any other piles and you're just on this pile, I don't want you to think that this energy is like there's a negative entity attached to you, because that's not what I'm saying at all. But there's like this energy that is continuously around you if you are someone who is watching all of them. That there's this energy that is consistently around you, keeps on revolving around you, and you're just ready to let it go. You want to be done with it, and for some reason it's just not. It's just continuous, and it's like, well, what else do I have to do to get rid of it, right? And going back to what I've said in all these other piles, is that it's not yours to hold on to, right? It's not yours. And I think you're just done. You're ready. You're ready for this chapter to close finally, and you're ready to open a whole brand new story. You're ready to start something new. And now I'm hearing the High School Musical song. It's the start of something new, and it feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I'm seeing the start of something new. Let's see what else we can get in this reading. Seven of Wands. But even though you're ready for something new, even though you're ready to let go, there is still a part of you that is super, 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 super protective. And I feel like you've dealt with a lot, and I feel like you're just really protective of yourself right now. And I don't know, I feel like you're scared to get hurt again. You're scared to go through this whole process again. And I'm pretty sure I said this in one of the other piles. So I feel like you're just trying, like you have walls up now because of whatever this situation is. If you're resonating with the entire thing, you've put up walls. You've put up walls and you're protecting you. You're protecting your soul. You're protecting your spirit from any more damage. And I feel like, yes, that's great, but I also feel like it's leaving you closed off from finding something new, from starting over, from letting go. What becomes possible once you stop revisiting this pattern? True, Queen of Swords. Oh my God. Honestly, I just feel like she just looks like a badass, right? Like I just feel like you start to show up as the badass that you once were, but better than ever, because you have all these lessons underneath your belt. And it's like, okay, I was naive then, but now I'm not naive, and I can still show up as that person without baggage, but know that I dealt with baggage, so that way I don't create more baggage. Red could be significant. I don't know why I'm picking up on red, but red could be significant. And the 5 of Swords. Yeah, like I just feel like there's this energy here where you're like, you're tired of the same old, same old. You're tired of the same old arguments. You're tired of the same old fights, and you just are ready to move on. And you want to move on from that energy, so that way you can be the badass that you are. Okay. If this is where you leave me and you do not have another pile, I am sending you so much love, light, and healing if you accept it. And I hope you have a great day or night whenever it is that you are watching this. And if you are going to another pile, I will see you there. What's meant for you will stay in focus even through all the confusion. Please take what resonates and simply leave what does not. I love you all so much. And until the next message finds you, please, please, please take care of yourself. Take care of your energy. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. I love you so much.